Okay, let's just dive right in. We are in a full-blown arms race against an invisible enemy, superbugs. For about 100 years, our way of finding new weapons, antibiotics, has been, well, stuck in the past. But what if we could teach an AI to decode the very language of life itself and find solutions that we could never even imagine? That's the incredible breakthrough we're going to unpack today.
And this quote, it just nails the problem, doesn't it? For decades, we've basically been mining for dirt, literally screening countless samples from soil, hoping to get lucky. It's all trial and error. And yeah, it worked for a while, but the bacteria are evolving way, way faster than we can keep up. We are losing this race.
So this is the enemy, antimicrobial resistance, or AMR. And honestly, this is one of the biggest health threats on the entire planet. It's when bacteria basically learn to wear armor against our best drugs, turning a simple infection into a potential death sentence. And this isn't some far-off future problem. It's a crisis that's happening right now.
To fight back, we need a completely new playbook. And it all starts with a shift in perspective, seeing biology not just as a bunch of cells, but as a language, a code.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Every living thing, you, me, that plant in the corner, is written in a biological language. The letters are DNA, the words are proteins. It has grammar, it has structure, and here's the kicker. If it's a language, it can be learned. And you know who's getting scary good at learning languages? AI.
So that's exactly what's happening. Researchers have basically unleashed AI on the world's biological data, kicking off this incredible, well, you could call it a digital gold rush for brand new medicines. And the places this AI is prospecting, they're just mind-blowing. We are talking about sifting through the ancient DNA of Neanderthals and woolly mammoths, or looking inside our own bodies, finding hidden antibiotics in our own proteins. It's scanning thousands of microbes at once and even exploring whole new domains of life we barely understand, like archaea.
And this isn't just theoretical. They're finding things. This work has already produced real candidates for new drugs, with these amazing names like Neanderthalin and mammothicin. It's launched a whole new field they're calling molecular de-extinction. How cool is that?
The sheer scale of this is hard to wrap your head around. Just by scanning the global microbiome, AI has flagged nearly 1 million new potential antibiotic molecules. A million! And the best part? The researchers have made it all open access for anyone in the world to study. But here's the real game changer, the speed. The kind of discovery that used to take scientists years of painstaking work in a lab, the AI can now do the initial heavy lifting in a matter of hours. It's like we went from a horse and buggy to a warp drive overnight. Okay, so this all sounds almost too good to be true, right? Well, with this incredible new power comes some really significant risks. This technology is not a magic wand, and in medicine, the details can be a matter of life and death. Which leads us to the billion-dollar question. Can we really trust a black box with something as important as our health? See, a lot of these AI models, they spit out an answer, but they can't tell you how they got it. And when lives are on the line, an answer of, just trust me, is not good enough. So let's look at what can go wrong. This graph shows an AI trying to learn how proteins work. But see that orange line? It just hits a wall. It flatlines. What's happening is the AI isn't actually learning biology. It just figured out how to cheat the test by repeating certain keywords to get a good score. It's faking it. It's mimicking understanding, not actually achieving it. And this is where it gets really dangerous. The AI can essentially hallucinate. It can invent these beautiful, plausible-sounding scientific patterns that are pure fiction. They look amazing on a computer screen, but the moment you test them in a real lab, they completely fall apart. So to turn this AI into a partner we can actually rely on, we have to clear 3 massive hurdles. First, it has to get smarter about evolution. It can't just tell us what works today. It has to predict how the superbugs will fight back tomorrow. Second, we need to be able to see its work. No more black boxes. And third, the data has to be equitable, so the solutions work for everyone on Earth, not just in a few wealthy countries. So how do we fix this? How do we build an AI that we can actually trust? Well, the answer isn't to just make the AI think harder, it's to give it the tools to think smarter. Check this out. This diagram shows the elegant solution. Instead of just having an AI that thinks in text, you create an agent that can actually use a whole suite of real scientific tools. So now it's not just guessing. It can actively check its own work, gather hard evidence, and ground its conclusions in reality. What this does is it basically teaches the AI the scientific method. It starts with an idea, a hypothesis. Then it calls a tool, say a protein database, to get real data. It looks at the evidence, and then it updates or even scraps its original idea. It's a constant loop. Sync, check, learn, repeat.
And the difference this makes is just night and day. A text-only AI can get lost in its own imagination, making stuff up as it goes. But a tool-powered AI is tethered to reality. Every single step it takes has to be backed up by cold, hard, verifiable evidence from a trusted source.
And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. Look at this chart. That big blue shape that's dominating everything else, that's the tool-powered AI. It's not just a little bit better. It is consistently and dramatically outperforming every other method across the board. This isn't just an improvement. It's a fundamental leap forward. So what does this all mean? What's the big takeaway here? We are standing on the verge of a massive shift, not just in how we find antibiotics, but in how we do science itself. This isn't just a technical upgrade. It's a complete paradigm shift. We have to move from static, black box predictions to models that understand evolution and can explain their logic. We have to move from biased data to models that represent the whole world. And we have to move from one-off benchmarks to constant real-world testing. If we get this right, the potential is almost limitless. Like the researchers say, we really are on the cusp of a new era. An era where a trustworthy, tool-wielding AI can help us fight not just superbugs, but new disease outbreaks. And maybe, just maybe, prevent the next pandemic. So when you boil it all down, it comes to this. We are on the verge of teaching a machine to become fluent in the fundamental language of biology. The only question that remains is, are we really ready for the answers it's about to give us?